this was a real slap in the face when they announced these today.
Alright, welcome everyone to the channel and thank you for joining us on this quick rundown of our thoughts and feelings of today's Hasbro Pulse fan stream announcements. I'm joined by Martin, who is here as always, to talk through these reveals with me. We had one vehicle, 10 figures and a helmet revealed this time out. There were 3 TVC figures and 7 Black Series. We'll discuss that a little bit more later. Shall we get straight into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so first up then, they had the pipeline reveal of the TVC land speeder. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, I think everyone was expecting this because they said in the stream that somebody spotted that artwork that they'd had in the background of one of their conventions. I think they said it was, and the land speeder was on there. But I think I heard a lot more people saying, "Oh, I hope they re-release the Sand Trooper instead." But unless it comes with a figure, I probably won't be picking this up. I'm sure there's a lot of people, especially getting the HasLab Cantina, they'll be able to sit the land speeder outside of the cantina just like they do in the film. So I can imagine this is a great thing for them.
Yeah, but like you say, a re-release, so interested to know what the updates to it will be. Yeah, as you said, they're sort of staying on the Return to Tatooine theme, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
The first announcement of a figure for the TVC collection was one of the original 96. It was Hammerhead Momor Nadon.
Yes.
Not a bad looking figure in itself. We'll get to the card back in a little while because that's a bit controversial. Do you think?
I think so. I mean, can we talk about it now? I mean,
I guess so. Yeah.
It's on a deluxe card, so
Mm-hmm.
that's a bit of an issue for a start. And as people who watch us know, I'm not that bothered about the deluxe cards, to be honest with you. I'd prefer them all to be regular size, but they're not the end of the world for me. However, saying that, this is an original 96 figure, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are just collecting the vintage collection, original 96. So this being on a deluxe card is a real problem because now they're going to have a display of all their card backs with this really odd sized card sat bang in the middle, and I just can't understand why they've done that. It's crazy to me. But as you say, the figure looks great. It's got a throwback Power of the Force blaster that comes with it. So it's got a good fair amount of accessories, but it could have fitted on a normal sized card. There's no doubt.
Definitely, yeah. I think it is one that's it's going to have to be re-released, isn't it, for all those that are collecting the original 96? Well, collecting the modern version of the original 96. Also, one of the accessories was the cup, so they're really they're really throwing that in, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I think I saw someone writing in the comments during the live stream, only one cup.
No. Well, speaking of it, I mean, Jesus, more cups. Ponda Baba, he comes with a cup now. The next reveal, a remake. Is it?
Yes, it's a re-release of the original VC70. However, it's got a new card image on it, which I have to admit I do prefer the new card image, even though it's not. I do. I mean, this is the original one, obviously. I think I prefer. I think they said on the stream that you see more of his outfit, his character in that at the bar, and I think I do prefer that look. And if they're calling it VC70, I just don't understand. With a different card image. I know they've done it before. I'll get people saying that, but if it's a different card image, I feel like they need to change the VC number because. I don't know. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I do.
It's the same figure, I understand, but
it's a different card essentially. And the card is where the number comes in. I would have thought, but
definitely.
But who knows? Right. Well, up next then, moving on to the next one was the TVC Mandalorian Imperial Armored Commando, and another deluxe card back.
Yeah.
Now these deluxe ones. Now I'll say my bit because they beat the box that the Boba Fett and the Black Santon came in from back in the day. It definitely beats that having the bubble back. But for me, it's almost a matter of like OCD. You know, you think of the vintage collection, you think it should be a vintage collection size, like standard, really.
Really.
But
Yeah.
but the figure itself, not bad, not
No.
bad.
No.
Quite a cool
No.
looking figure.
Right, yeah. I mean, well, I'll have to change this now because obviously anybody who doesn't know, we're running this series at the moment. We're doing our top 10 TVC card backs for every film, movie, animated series, and I'd already put together my list for the Mandalorian, and
The
this was
most
my number
wanted.
one. Yeah, this is most wanted TVC figure, and was my number one. This figure, so I was
Yeah,
absolutely over the moon when this one came out.
yeah,
Yes, it's on a deluxe card. Annoying. Did we really need the shield to come with it so we could fit it in a smaller card? I would argue not, but then I'm not an
yeah,
opener. Um, I mean, it's crazy again, isn't it? I mean, as I say, I'm not a huge. I don't really mind too much about the deluxe cards because eventually there'll be lots of them. So you'll be able, for people who keep them on card, there'll be
yeah,
shelves just of those cards, so it won't look as odd as it does now. So in the future, it'll be fine. But why do it in the first place? And
yeah.
it's a money grab, isn't it? I think, let's be honest, it's a money grab. That's all it is.
Well, this is it though. But they don't seem to sell as well from my experience, and they are a bit of a peg warmer. Do they drop the price in the end anyway?
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember paying it's 20 something pounds for Cobb Vanth when that came out,
Yeah.
and now you can pick him up for £8 if you find him in game or something like that. It's a massive drop. So they're obviously not selling quite as well as they would hope,
Mm.
but I've taken the risk with the new IG-12 that they announced just before Christmas.
Yeah.
I haven't. It's one of the only ones I haven't pre-ordered. So fingers crossed,
Yeah.
I'll be able to pick that up a bit cheaper in the future when it comes out. So yeah, I'm not sure about this one because this one is a very, very nice looking figure, and I have to say it's the pick of the bunch for me.
Yeah.
I do love a trooper, and I instantly loved these when I saw them in the series. So yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
Well, the pre-orders do start next week. I think it's the 5th of March, they said, wasn't it? So,
I think it was. Yeah.
are you going to pre-order these ones?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, let's be honest, I can moan and moan. I mean, it would have to be they're not bad figures, to be honest with you.
They're not. No.
Ponda Babo, I want the different card back. I want Momo Nadan because, it's a great, great figure and good looking card back. It's a shame it's on
Mm.
deluxe. It's shameful it's on a deluxe, in fact. But
Mm.
that Super Commando, wow! I'll get maybe 2 or 3 of those. I might open a couple because I'm getting into opening them a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be pre-ordering
Yeah.
those.
Fair enough. Okay. Shall we move on to the Black Series announcements then? Not something
Yeah,
we tend to collect, but
no,
they had a fair few, in relation, like I said, 7-3. The first one they announced was the Moff Gideon Dark Trooper armor.
yeah,
Like, all of these look pretty cool, I have to say. But what did you think of this?
yeah. It was. If you don't mind, I'll sort of say Moff Gideon looked very cool. The Orson Krennic that they announced was also very good looking. I thought the way they got the face on that looked exactly like
Yeah,
him, didn't it? It was excellent.
yeah. And that's an update. That's an updated one, isn't it?
Apparently, I think they said that, didn't they? They'd updated the
Yeah.
likeness, didn't they? As I say, I'm not a Black Series collector, and neither are you. So, I
No.
don't know too much about Black Series. But the Andor pilot, when they were saying, "Oh, it's one of the best facial sculpts we've ever done," and I was sat there looking at it, and
Yeah.
I was thinking, "Is it?" I mean, it didn't
Yeah.
look too much like him to me, but what do I know?
No,
I
it's
just,
supposed to be
but
Cassian Andor from the series 2 of Andor.
yeah,
The series 2, from series 2 of Andor. We've obviously seen that in the trailer, like they said. But I don't know. I was getting like Ant-Man vibes, Ant-Man slash TIE fighter pilot vibes. I don't
yeah,
know about you.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah,
That's
like you say, the face not quite there for me, but
no.
you know,
No. But I think the pick of the Black Series, if I was a Black Series collector, would definitely be that Imperial Praetorian Guard.
yeah,
I know we've had those for the Last Jedi, in the vintage collection, but these are like are the Imperial versions, and I love them. I think they
Mm.
look great. Anything in that red, it just looks really like Emperor's Royal Guard, that sort of thing. It
Yeah,
would be awesome.
they pop.
So
They really pop.
they were really,
Yeah.
really cool. So if I had one comment to make about those four Black Series that are announced is Imperial Praetorian Guard in TVC, please.
Mm. Mm. Well, the other ones, though, Martin, were the Revenge of the Sith packaging. We had Count Dooku, Kit Fisto, and R2D2. Now, for me, I think the pick there for me was probably Kit Fisto. I thought that was a really cool looking figure. But yeah, I don't know about you. What were your thoughts?
Well, before I get to the figures, I'd just like to say that this was a real slap in the face when they announced these today. I have been going on for ages about wanting some sort of anniversary. I mean, we didn't get it last year for the Phantom Menace in the vintage collection, and
No.
it doesn't look like we're getting it this year for Revenge of the Sith in TVC. So, they look so cool. I'm absolutely jealous that they're getting these. It's so upsetting to me that they didn't think that these would sell on 3 3/4. That Kit Fisto, as you said, is the pick of the bunch. It looks
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. And, we've had all these figures on TVC already, and they would sell even though they were repacks because they would be anniversary editions. So,
Yeah.
again, I mean, I'm not everybody out there buying stuff. I know that, but for me personally, as a TVC collector, I would have gobbled all of those up.
Yeah.
Take my money if they were out. And yeah, I'm so happy for Black Series collectors, but I'm really disappointed for me.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also said about some more reveals coming on March the 13th at
Mm,
Collecticon. So that's something else to look forward to. That their last one after that was the Clone Trooper 501st helmet. Now, this is so cool. Like all of the helmets from the Black Series, I think, are brilliant, and this one
yeah.
in particular was amazing. I do really like these, but maybe one day, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
One
I
day I
mean,
might collect them.
no, I totally agree with you, Adam. I think that the helmets are all amazing. I mean, I'm not so keen on some of the Mandalorian ones, but for the most part, the Trooper ones are just stunning. And if I had
Mm.
the space and those cubes shelves that you could buy, I've seen other collectors do it, and you have a helmet in each cube. And if you had a
Yeah,
whole wall filled with those, how cool would
it
that
would
look?
just look amazing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Not for me personally, I don't think, but for those people who collect the helmets, I think, this is going to be a tick on their box for trooper helmets. Because we've had a lot of the different battalions in the past come
yeah,
out, haven't we? So yeah, this is just another tick on their list. So yeah, amazing, amazing looking piece.
yeah, for sure. Well, that is it then. That was all of the announcements, and that's our thoughts on those reveals. Has TVC been overlooked once more? Let us know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.